Would you like to find out why video marketing can be so important to your business? Well, we're going to find out today thanks to my guest, Dave Kaminski, coming to us all the way from Indiana. Dave, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Dave, you are right now online one of the top online marketing and video marketing, or should I say video marketing trainers. And I wanted to know, where did you get started and how did it, come to fruition for you?
Well, actually, it started back when I was a teenager. What I wanted to do was either film, video, or photography. Unfortunately, back then, to get training in those things was very expensive. I didn't have any money. So I ended up kind of taking the long way around things. I ended up being a direct response copywriter, where I would write sales pitches for people. And this was still back before the internet was really big, so direct mail was big, so everything was being sent through the mail. And I had some clients who were interested in sending video, VHS tapes, out with the sales letters that they sent people, and they wanted to know if I had the ability to do that, and I said, well, yeah, I did. And so that's how I actually started making videos for money for people. And then eventually, the web caught up with everything where you could do video on the web. And at that point, I was pretty much burned out on writing sales copy, and I switched over just to video. And then I switched over to teaching people how to do what I knew how to do.
Okay. So you've been doing this for a fairly long time right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So online, I'm sure you're aware of this, we have gurus telling us to do this or that or the other, and it really gets confusing. But one of the things that's really certain at this point in time is that video marketing is essential to building a business right now online. And even if you have an offline business, it can be really beneficial. So if you could explain to the audience, why is it that video marketing is so important for those who have not yet considered it?
Well, there are a few reasons. The biggest one is simply because people prefer to watch rather than read. I know in the United States, I think the statistics are that people watch an average of 5 hours of TV every single day. And we know they're not reading that much, so people want to watch instead of reading. And when you put your video on the web, because of that, there's a greater chance that you're going to catch someone's attention. And once you have their attention, there's a greater chance that you're going to keep their attention using video instead of using just plain text.
Absolutely. And I also think that, our attention is so much lower now that just reading an ebook or a book or whatnot seems to be such an endeavor, whereas watching a video, you can get the same information that you would get, if you had to read many, many pages of a report or a book. Yeah. So even with that, I think that a lot of people are still shy and sort of insecure when it comes to video marketing. In your experience, do you know why people are still not embracing video marketing? And by that, I mean experts who are trying to build their brands or sell their products online.
Sure. I think that the two biggest reasons are, number one, they're intimidated / confused by the technology. Yeah. And number two, there's a large number of people out there who are terrified to appear on camera. For whatever reason, they don't have the self-confidence to do it. So those are, in my experience, those are two of the biggest reasons. But the biggest reason that I hear from people is that they simply don't have time.
Oh, okay.
And I think time is something that you can always make time for something that you want to do or that you must do. So I'm not sure if time is really a valid excuse, but it is probably the most common thing I hear from people. I think deep down it's probably because they're intimidated by the technology or they're terrified of being on camera.